So this is the euro dollar analysis for Monday, 6th of November. Now, let's just have a look at the monthly time frame first. So as we can see on this monthly time frame, we've had a weakness and it has followed through to the end of last month into the we've had a strong close to October. And we seem to have continuation here in November, so we're expecting the euro dollar to pull back further. We're looking at 115s, 114.28, and below that 113. Possible areas of interest going forward where we might see a bounce in prices, but at the moment, momentum's on this monthly time frame. Even though we had a strong move to the upside up to the 120 level, we do see, in light of the most recent candles being bearish, and more importantly, last month's candle in October closing pretty close to its lows, would expect follow through momentum to continue into the month of November. Now let's go down to the weekly chart. So on this weekly chart, we can see here, let's just grab the pen just quickly. We can see the strong move to the upside. We've got up to this 120 level. We've come back down, tested the 200 period average, and we've had that very strong close where we've got this black triangle here, which was the week before last's candle. Last week pretty much ended as a similar to an inverted hammer just there, pretty much closing back where we opened near the actual after having a move to the upside. We're expecting price to get to 117.10 before having a turnaround, but we turn around before that level. We'll have a look at that level. Actually, we could have a look at it here. Just bear with me a second here. Just gonna have a look at it here. So the high from last week was 16.90, so it was about 20 pips away from where we wanted us to look at possible short positioning around 17.10. So it spiked all the way up there, and we sold back down to pretty much, we opened at 16.92. Well, 116.09, and we closed at 116.07, so pretty much close where we opened. So going forward, in light of the strong bearish candle with the black triangle above it just there, we're expecting further continuation to the downside, down to our targets I've already mentioned. Let's just have a look at the daily time frame before going on to execution time frame. So on this daily time frame, we can see we've seemed to have found a bit of support more recently in around this level here, in around this 116.12. Now let's just have a quick look at this chart. So on this chart, we did have the push up. We had a bit of pullback there, test, pullback, test again, pullback. Then we had a lower high here, which is an indicator of a shift in momentum. Had a pretty sizable pullback there, all the way down to this area of support again, formed a bit of a double top, pulled back, a lower high again, all pretty strong bearish signals. Lower high there, double top there, lower high there. So we are expecting further continuation to the downside. Again, we found some consolidation above this 116.12 level, but the candle on Friday closed near its lows. So on a Monday, we usually see some retracement. We expect further downside continuation all the way down to our next target of the 115. So we're just going to go down to the execution time frame before wrapping this up. So on the execution time frame, we're on the hourly chart. We can see we pretty much got to the highs of last week on is it NFP? It was an FP, wasn't it? Just bear with me a second here. So 12, yeah, it was on FP. And we got up to 116.92. The spike initially on NFP. It wasn't as strong as everybody expected, but it was an improvement in relation to the last month. So we did have an initial spike up, as we didn't make the consensus, but it was still a decent NFP for the US dollar, and we did see the subsequent sell-off in the euro against US dollar all the way down to 116.12 support. Okay, we've briefly broke beneath the 116.12 all the way down to 116 essentially, but we've come back up there to consolidate a little bit. I do expect further continuation to the downside. We'll see how prices react in around the test of this level here in around this 115.75. We'll see if we do get some buy momentum all the way back up to 116.12. But we'll just see how price reacts this swing low just there. See what prices do when we do get down to that level. See if we do get a bounce to test 116.12 before breaking down further towards our 115 target. Now, I think that should just pretty much wrap us all up here, because we had a strong NFP. We've mentioned the level. We expect possible finding support in around at 175. We'll possibly retest before continuing down to our target. So, yep, that should be it. Our upside target again, if we do happen to have some fundamental change, is at 117.10 with our 50% Fibonacci's. Before we'll look for short opportunities all the way back down to 116.12. So yep, that should wrap up the euro dollar analysis. So before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.